Lesson 15, Mean. Example 1. 12 residents from the city of Rockland were randomly selected and asked, how many TVs are in your household? The following data were obtained. Calculate the mean for this data and both describe and interpret the result. Well, we could use our TI-84 calculator to calculate the mean for this data. And then after we do so, we will then use words to describe and interpret the result. Well, in order to use the calculator to calculate the mean, we first need to enter the data into the calculator. To enter data into the TI-84 calculator, you press Stat, Enter, to enter the list editor. Now you can enter your data into any list you would like. Here, List 1 already contains data from a previous example. So if you want to enter the data into List 1, you need to arrow up to the list name L1 and press Clear, Enter to clear out old data to make room for the new data. Or you can use your arrow buttons to arrow over to the right, let's say, and select List 2. List 2 is already clear, so I could enter in our sample data into List 2. To enter the data into the list, you enter each data value one at a time, followed by Enter. So here, the first data value was 2, so we'll press 2, Enter. And then the second data value was a 3, so Enter. And then 3, Enter. 1, Enter. 2, Enter. 5, Enter. 3, Enter. 4, Enter. 1, Enter. 2, Enter. 4, Enter. 3, Enter. So now that we've entered all our sample data into List 2, we could calculate statistics such as the mean by pressing Stat, right arrow to highlight the Calculate menu, and then you press Enter to select OneVarStats. OneVarStats is the command that calculates all kinds of statistics for our one list of data. Now we have to tell the calculator what list of data we want it to calculate the statistics for. So we put our sample into List 2. So to enter in List 2, you press second and the number 2, and List 2 appears. To execute this command, you press Enter, and the resulting screen displays all kinds of statistics, including the mean we want. And the mean x bar is 2.75. So we will write x bar equals 2.75. And this is our calculated result. Now we need to make a description. To describe the result, we just merely use words of the problem to report the result that is directly derived from the data. So in this sample, the mean number of TVs per Rockland household is 2.75 TVs. Now for the interpretation. Interpretations go beyond the description by explaining or giving meaning to the result. The mean measures the central tendency of the data by calculating the center of gravity or the balancing point. So this is how we interpret the mean. In this sample, the balancing point for the number of TVs per Rockland household is 2.75 TVs.